Hey, it's all about quality, not about quantity. Right? Let's get back to another round of Brewsday Tuesday with DreZ and Huck.
Every time I try and hold the beer up to the camera for the, the video, I always go the wrong way. Oh, he got me. He got me. It's the Shooting Skeleton on Brewsday Tuesday, brought to you by the Cellar Restaurant and Six Packs Born downtown.
That's a good band name. The Shooting Skeleton.
The Shooting Skeleton?
Yeah. Skeletons.
Shooting Skeletons?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's not bad.
Yes. If I start a Halloween band, that's going to be the name.
Fair enough. We are continuing Halloween theme. I like how you didn't bother to put the mask, although you just like held it up to your face.
I held it up to my face. That thing's nasty.
Yeah. Matt, like, do any Halloween masks actually smell good inside them?
No, well.
I mean, they always smell like just plastic or rubber.
Yeah.
And then after many years, it just smells like sweat.
I got this at Spirit late in the season. Spirit Halloween pop-up stores.
The last this.
So, it's probably had 50 faces. Probably got all kinds of diseases.
Yeah. Anywho, well, hopefully we have the cure for said diseases.
The cure.
They at least got alcohol to kill some germs. At least mine's 5.4% ABV. This is from Cascade Draft House, which I'd like to find out more about. The brewery is O'Fallon. This is the salted caramel. Caramel? Where do you stand?
Well, you can
on
say
that?
it either way. You can say it either way.
Well, yeah, but where do you stand?
Caramel.
On it? See, to me, I think it depends on what it is.
Yeah.
Like I'm either eating caramels or it's a caramel apple.
Or how about
it's not a caramel apple?
Can I get the caramel sundae?
Yeah, honestly, I think I use it interchangeably.
Could I have nuts and whipped cream?
Salted. What did I say the first time? Caramel.
Caramel.
Salted caramel pumpkin.
Yeah.
Ale. This was canned on 9/18/21, so just a little over a month ago.
I was at in Bristol, Tennessee.
So
for a blues festival that did not happen.
So was this a Crowler then?
That is a Crowler.
Crowler, okay. Because I noticed with the slap on label. Well, yeah, about to find out. What do you got?
I've got the granddaddy of pumpkin beers, which is Dogfish Head Pumpkin Ale. The what do you call it?
Oh my gosh, this smells amazing.
Oh, it is amazing. So history. What? I'm trying to think of the word.
History?
Yeah, legend says that this was Sam Caglione's first beer.
Really?
That he made.
The pumpkin ale?
His first homebrew.
So it kind of makes sense that's why he's all into doing funky stuff.
Yeah,
your very first beer was a pumpkin.
And they had the pumpkin chunking up until they got sued by some dirt brain who was wrecked their four-wheeler. Shut up.
Pumpkin chunking.
Yeah, so anyway.
Oh my gosh, the nose on this.
Milton, Delaware.
This smells like a treat.
Oh, if I bought a Crowler, which I don't generally do, from a non-brewery, it was not a brewery. The guy's like,
and this has been sitting in your fridge for over a month?
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
I kept it. I was in RV, so it's been refrigerated the entire time, except for about 3 days. Except for about 3 days in the back of my Jeep when I forgot about it. But it was
that
cold.
Being said, then that's impressive.
It was cold those days. It was.
I feel like some crowling mechanisms are better than others.
Well, here's the thing. So this is a little place in Bristol. It's right down from the barbecue.
The Cascade Draft House.
Yeah, the Cascade Draft House. It's right downtown Bristol on Tennessee side of the street. And they had a really good selection of beer. The bartender was super knowledgeable. And so he goes over and I says, can I get this in it? And you got any cans? He goes, I can make you a Crowler. I said, I don't know. He goes, I'll do it. So he goes over. He actually didn't even charge me for that.
That being said, like usually the Crowlers are like 32.
Right.
Like this is just a 16.
Okay, so this
16.
place is like a year and a half old. So last year the boss, when the COVID hit and they had to close, but they were still doing stuff.
I figured they'll do some upgrades.
He says, well, I'm going to buy a Crowler machine. But he cheaped out. So this guy's over there puts it on and he's like over there going ring with this big lever, this big wheel, his handle, and he's grinding it on with this arm power. And I'm like, that's really weird. I said, is that one made by the Dale's Pale Ale, or is that the other Crowler? He goes, I don't know. He goes, the guy could have for another $450, he could have got the electric one, and he's regretted it ever since because apparently boss has to grind a few of them too.
Well,
it's a hand-powered Crowler.
Well, A, you're getting exercise, and B, I mean, I don't know. I guess
they're supposed to last 2 months.
Yeah.
And that's what the other reason I want to
I'd
do
say
that.
this is a great example. I mean, granted, well, I don't know what it.
I don't know.
was.
It's got good.
It's not bad.
Still got
This
foam.
tastes awesome for being a Crowler that's been sitting and even went
and rode around my
from
Jeep
cold
for 3 days.
to warm. Yeah, I'd say this is I'd say he probably did right getting that one because
Yeah.
I feel like I've had some that were not so great, and I'm not a huge fan of the going the Crowler method.
So I remembered the name of the restaurant we were at. Delta Blues Barbecue's right up the street. So you need to go to those 2 places. They're within walking distance of each other.
If you're going to
Bristol,
Bristol,
Tennessee, go down there and check it out.
See,
anyway,
this is why you listen to the show, ladies and gentlemen. You get the great recommendations.
That's right.
Only Huck can tell you.
They had a ton of really good beer. I mean, the place was nice. Had outside seating. They have bands on the weekend. I think he said Saturday and Sunday. And
the best days for bands.
That's right. And so we had a really good time. My other story is we went to a brewery up the street, and
well, you better take a sip first.
Oh yeah, I needed that. And you know how people sometimes don't park between the white lines.
Oh, that's a problem.
I was in a Jeep, and in the back of the Jeep, I have this thing that holds my generator and stuff. But it goes in the thing for the trailer hitch,
yeah.
And it's not real steady. So I back in. This guy's right on my butt, and I get in there. Finally, didn't even hit him or anything. So we go to the brewery, come back, and meanwhile, the people are getting in the car, and the woman gets in the car, and I thought they're going to move because we're really close. And finally, I'm like, yeah, you know what? I'm not waiting. So I turned the wheel, pulled up a little bit, turned the wheel, backed up a little bit. And as I backed up,
you're on the street?
Yeah. And
so
parallel
street parking. Gotcha.
Back up, and the thing goes tap against the guy's bumper.
Shouldn't have done that.
So I just turned the wheel the other way, put in gear, and went. And Liz goes, everybody on the side went, and then I see the guy in my rear view running around and looking at the bumper, right? And I'm like, man, he's probably gonna call the police. So I go down to the end of the block, and I'm at State Street. The light turns green, and I cross State Street. And guess what? I'm in another state. I'm like, I'm free. I did not hurt his car. I would have paid. But
yeah, that's a good point.
And it's his fault but no, once I crossed that line, I did find out later, might have been there at that place. The guy says, yeah, well, they used to not work together. They like crackheads, they shoplift and run across the street. He said, but now they start working together a little bit.
Okay. Yeah, that makes sense.
You know, it's 2 different states.
Yeah.
But I love places like that. I remember my brother got married in Bluefield, Virginia, West Virginia. And we had his bachelor party at an overlook on the mountain that has the line going through it between West Virginia, Virginia. And every time the cops would show up on what we had parked 2 trucks on each side, we just pick up the coolers and move them to the other state. And they wouldn't work together. They wouldn't radio each other. So we sat there for 3 or 4 hours and nobody gave us any trouble.
That's the way to do it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Modern problems require modern solutions.
That's when we freeze on Huck, and then we start playing a jingle or something with some graphics below talking about his.
Well, it has to be beer in the graphics. Beer is the answer. I think we covered that.
Well, and I'm sure you have noticed over the last, I think it was a month or 2 ago.
Yeah.
When Nate updated our graphic, did you know that?
Yes.
It's yeah, you have noticed that. Okay.
Yeah.
Good. I figured you would. I know you rewatched the shows.
Yeah, I have to remember what I drank. What did I drink?
Oh, that is a good point. Yeah. To go back and
people ask me, what do you have last week? I said, just give me a minute. Yeah, I had the such and such.
Well, if only there was an app.
Yeah, if only there's an app for that.
Yeah. So Halloween, would you say that Halloween is your favorite holiday?
Oh, no.
Christmas?
No.
Thanksgiving?
No.
St. Patty's Day?
Yes.
St. Patty's Day?
4th of
really?
July, St. Patty's Day. Those are my 2.
Those are your 2?
Yeah. I also like Fat Tuesday, but that's not really a holiday around here.
Yeah.
No, St. Patrick's Day, it's kind of been my go-to. 4th of July is good, or what we like to call Independence Day. Remember that, people out there that are trying to take that away.
Oh, I'm sure. I'm sure. Well, they're going to.
No, they're not.
Well, St. Patty's Day will be canceled by next year, by 2022.
No.
You can't do that.
You can't.
It's like cultural appropriation of the Irish. You can't have that. Not in 2022.
They are okay with it.
Nope. Oh no, they're okay with it. It's the other people that think it's not okay. That's what want to ruin it.
People are getting a little tired of the lack of sense of humor on people out there. I think they need to have a cold homebrew and relax and calm down, Karen.
No arguments there.
If your real name is Karen, I do not mean to offend you. So you have to
Yeah,
even
you do
say that,
kinda
to put the disclaimer in there.
I do feel bad for people named Karen that are actually like nice and cool.
So who are the guys that are like that? I've heard a lot of
what did they
things.
say?
Brad, no,
Chad,
Chad,
not Chad.
Braxton.
What was it?
How about Richard?
There
'Cause
was
he's got issues.
oh Dick,
Yeah,
but
that's
no,
a
it was
problem.
there was one. There is a guy version. I can't remember
Yeah,
what it is.
Chad,
Bryce.
Bryce. I know a Bryce. He was a roaring alcoholic. I think because he was named
Because that was
Bryce.
his name.
Yeah.
Can't have that.
Yeah.
But speaking of homebrew,
Homebrew.
were you working on? I know last week you
I
met.
forgot.
Oh, like always. Like we said earlier.
Here, let me put it
Like
in
we said earlier,
I
we
got
have
the
a lot of.
I got the calendar up. Where am I? There.
See if it can be done. If we could do a homebrew for like around Christmas time, that'd be cool. Might be nice way to round up the year or something. I don't know. Just an idea.
Find my siphon. No.
I just moved the box that it's probably in, and I will open it and look at it, and I
All
can
right,
give you an
that'd be
update
good.
on the
That'd be good.
next Brewsday Tuesday.
Tuesday.
Okay. Well, while he's doing that, I'm gonna go ahead and untap this one, man, because
All right.
this I know you were excited for that atomic pumpkin.
It was
And
delicious.
gave it a 5. This O'Fallon salted caramel pumpkin, even despite being crowled for a month plus, and your God knows where you kept it and carried it and stuff. This is delicious. It is that salty sweet. The nose on it is just
Yeah, somebody should have told me that salted caramel was good about 10 or 15 years ago. I had no idea.
Oh, it's the best.
It's like the third one. And the reason I ordered it is because it said salted caramel.
And it's funny because you get the salted caramel. Honestly, that's more prominent than the pumpkin.
It
if you
is.
ask
And
me.
it's better than the
But then the
pumpkin.
pumpkin just kind of accents it
Yeah.
very nicely. This is the 5.
Yes.
Sorry, New Belgium's atomic pumpkin is nice. It's got the spicy, but
Yeah.
spicy's good. Sweet's a little sweeter.
Yep. I did not hate that beer. So I've got the pumpkin. It's Punkin ale from Dogfish Head. And this is a standard annual. I don't always drink it. Is a new label. I think they're doing a lot of new labels. It's pretty cool, whoever their new artist is. Because traditionally it was more like a Shafley orange, just pumpkin.
Oh, okay.
So this has a lot more, I think. And I think it's just this year, but I don't think I had one last year. Let me take one more sip.
Go for it. And of course, we're using the untapped scale. DreZ Drinks is my handle once again. Huck's Beer Buzz is his if you want to friend us on there.
Perfectly yummy, pumpkin, clear, crisp beer. Nothing extra to write home about. 4.5. Well done. Maybe. And it is 6.
4.5 is nothing to sneeze.
No, it's 7% by volume.
Oh, okay. Well, there you
Huck
go.
session beer.
There you go.
That kind of, doesn't taste boozy at all. This is very good beer.
All right.
Get you some pumpkin.
Get you some pumpkin. Have some fun.
Have some fun and
this
quit
Halloween
worrying
season.
about other people
Be
and what they're doing.
be safe out
My
there
advice.
and whatnot.
Yeah, and go out and trick some treats.
Some tricks will be treated.
Tricks will be treated. That's one thing I'm gonna miss about not living in Blacksburg was there's a huge amount of Halloween activity in Blacksburg on Halloween weekend.
The students.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well,
I'll stop there before I overstep my bounds.
yeah. On that note, we're gonna go ahead and wrap up Brewsday Tuesday. Huck, as always, I appreciate you bringing the beer. This was I would say these pumpkin round was better than last week. So
yeah,
well
I thought
done.
this one was
Saving
gonna
the
be-
best for last. Yeah, very much so. Next week we'll switch it up and do something different. In the meantime, you can keep it locked here because after the break we got more tunes on 105.3 The Bear. Stick around.